Janis Joplin, Rock of Ages, written by Geoffrey Giuliano, narrated by Chris Christopherson.
I was interested in folk music, and then by some fluke of an accident, I discovered I had this incredibly loud voice. So I started singing blues because that was always what I liked. And, I got in a bluegrass band, played, hillbilly music in Austin, Texas for free beer. I used to sing in folk clubs just for a goof, not for, I didn't have any ambitions. I didn't want a career. The career just sort of came after I started singing. It was very strange. I got in the band just because there were my friends and the scene. It was happening. It was all my scene and my people. It was a familial thing. I didn't set out to be a singer. That came after I was already a singer, which is lucky because I would never have done it any other way.
So how about the folks in small town Texas? How did they feel about you setting out to sing and do the blues?
Oh, they thought I was completely insane.
Did they?
They didn't like me, no. Because you see, and you know how small towns are, you're supposed to get married when you get out of high school and have a brood of children and keep your mouth shut, And I didn't do any of those things. They still haven't figured me out. I think that the society is moving a little bit, but, I think it is moving near that fast. There's always going to be a large, huge bulk of straight people, that aren't going for it.
You're a star, you're up high, and people want to know, and they're filming you. How'd you cope?
Well, this whole thing that's happened to me, you see, this whole success thing, it hasn't yet really compromised the position that I took a long time ago in Texas. That was to be true to myself, to be the person that was on the inside of me and not play games. I said, that's what I'm trying to do mostly in the whole world, is to not bullshit myself and not bullshit anybody else, to be righteous to myself, to be real, you know what I mean? And so far, I'm trying to I'm doing that. I am, I'm not wearing cardboard eyelashes and girdles and playing in Las Vegas. I'm still being Janis. It just happens to be on a slightly different level or something now.
Does the fact that I'm sitting holding a microphone and over there he's pointing a camera at you, does that?
Well, it is inhibiting. I'd much rather be sitting in a bar with you, and have them they could be there too.
Yeah, if they wanted to.
Yeah, but you see, fortunately, I sort of gotten used to it, and, I suppose it's because I've never been premeditated enough in show business that I was worried about putting on a face, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can sit here and tell you the truth, although that is slightly inhibiting. It doesn't force a game on me because I refuse to let it force a game on me.
Yeah.
So I can sit here and be just as honest as I would be in a bar, although I'd be a little happier in a bar.
Yeah.
Back in the spring of 1970, Bobby Newirth, this is a musician-songwriter friend of mine, he introduced me to Janis. We hit it off right away. And the whole time that we were with Janis then, she was cleaned up, and she was working out with the Full Tilt Boogie Band. And she struck me at the time as a little girl who ran around in dress-up clothes. She used to wear these feathers and clup around the house in these high-heel shoes, in her underpants. And she was just a real good friend. One of the highlights of my life is the fact that Janis recorded a song I wrote, and it was one of her biggest ones, me and Bobby McGee. I'm Chris Christopherson.
Did you entertain in high school, at the high school, when you went back when you were in high school?
Only when I walked down the aisles. No, I didn't know. No, I was a painter and
Sample complete. Ready to continue?